Good afternoon. You may see this in the morning, or you may see it in the evening. My name is George A. Sanders. I'm a resident here in Littleton, which probably a lot of you know me anyway. I come today to call upon the voters of the town of Littleton with regards to something that has been very dear to my heart for quite some time. It is with regards to our seniors and our veterans and disabled veterans. I've taken the time to put a lot of thought into what I really wanted to put in a petition, a citizen petition, and have that to go before the voters. I'm calling upon the voters of the town of Littleton to do something that is extraordinary, and I think it is worthy, and I think the seniors and the veterans deserve this. And I was sent around on becoming a senior. The state says a senior is at the age of 60. The federal government says 65. So if you do early retirement under Social Security as a senior, is 62. So what I did was that I wanted to put in a real estate property tax relief for the citizen here in the town of Littleton, which consists of our seniors being at the age of 65 and our veterans. I'm saying that I think based on a lot of cities and a lot of states, when you reach the age of retirement, which is 65, a lot of cities, towns, and state no longer require that senior to pay real estate property tax. And I think it's time that we look at this situation here in the town of Littleton, based on the fact that within a few years, we're going to be bringing in some extra income from the 550 project that's going on, along with other projects in the town of Littleton. As seniors, we have always supported the needs that the town have asked us to support at the town meeting, whether it be a school or whatever's going on. Right now, as you well know, that they have a committee that's looking at Shaker Lane School. They need to do something to it down there, tear it down, rebuild it, or either renovate it, add on to it, whatever the case may be, that they come up with this study that they have. As taxpayers, we've always supported the needs of the town and paid our fair share of taxes. A long time, people would like for, if they give you something, they want to assess your income, your property, whatever you have. This petition does none of that. I simply think whatever you have worked for and earned over your lifetime, that you're entitled to it, and I think that we as seniors have a right to something within our community. So what I propose is that once you reach the age of 67, that I would like to see this petition pass to lower your real estate property tax by 1/3. It is over a period of time that I said that you should end up paying no taxes. So to be a little conservative about it, the town cannot afford to say, once you become 67, you no longer have to pay taxes. I realize that, and I understand that, and that's not what I'm asking. This is not set in stone. There's movement that can be done to this. I'm willing to work. This has to go before the select board, finance, and I guess the assessors. I'm willing to work with anyone in trying to make it better for the seniors and the veterans and our disabled veterans in the town of Littleton. So at the point of reducing it 1/3 at the age of 67, then I think from there, 8 years later, that my petition said reduce your real estate taxes by 2/3 at the age of 75. We have a lot of needs in the town. We have a lot of seniors that lived here their life, would like to remain in their house, their home. Some seniors may want to downsize. And that's perfectly all right if we ever get enough housing in the area where they would be able to do that. But I think by at least getting your taxes reduced will help the burden of our senior and veterans to be able to stay in their home place. And I think this would be something nice that we, the voters of the town of Littleton, could do for our senior population. That is a special sector in our community. We need to help our seniors and our veterans. They have dedicated their lives over the years in supporting this town and also supporting the greatest nation among nations around the universe, defending the greatest nation as our service members. Many of them have paid a healthy price. They have given their life in the defense of this country. And that's something that we need to honor and keep that name of veteran at the highest point in our community. Because it is because of them that we have the freedom to exercise in this country and in our communities. Don't forget, being a veteran, you have went through a hard life in defending this country, whether it's been in war or peacetime. It is a rugged operation that you became a part of and stand ready and to protect this nation. My hat is off to every veteran that has served this nation, and given a part of your life. Many of them have given 10, 5, 4, 3, 20, 30, 35 years of service to this nation. Their dedication to this nation is something that we owe a great gratitude to them for taking on that task to do that. And I think we as voters should give them some relief now that they're in their senior years of life. And I think once 8 years later, after 75, I think at the age of 83, that there should be 100% waiver of real estate property tax for our veterans, for our seniors. And I think that we, the people here in the town of Littleton, needs to take a strong look at how we can help our seniors to remain a part of this community. Many of them have left the community. They have left because taxes has been a main part of reason for selling and uprooting and going somewhere else. I'm sure that each and every one of us would like to have our parents, grandparents, or whatever it may be, to remain in their home here, because for years it has been their homestead. They've raised their children, and in some cases raised their grandchildren. But I find that it is important that we give back to them a little bit for all the years of what they've given. Now we know that the town is going to bring in some great revenue with this 550 King Street project. And with that, there's opportunity for the town to do something in helping our seniors and our veterans. There's not a very difference between when I say senior. I just like to include the categories of seniors. Our seniors that turn seniors, our veterans that turn senior, and our disabled veterans that turn to be seniors. The bottom line is that our seniors are paying property tax, and I think with their limited income, many of them, they work for years and years, and when you move from a category of being a full-time employee working with a full salary, and when you go into retirement, it's different. Your salary is cut. I was speaking with a lady the other day. Her pension ran out. I don't know who she was working for, but because her pension ran out, she was in a nursing home and they did everything they could to try to keep her there, but they was not able. They eventually, she fell back on her Social Security, but to hear somebody's pension run out, a lot of people don't get a lot for their pension when they retire. We need to keep that in mind. And I simply just want to try to put something before the voters and ask you. I come to you with a heavy heart and ask you to do something for our veterans. And by the way, I say if we pass this, I held this off for some time because a lot of things was going on in the town at the end of the year and so forth and so on. So I told the clerk to go ahead and certify the petition. I collected about 27, I think, or 37 senior signatures for this petition. And I had a gentleman here, Richard Crowley, who also helped me with this collection of signatures. And I certainly appreciate, and everyone that he spoke with was thrilled and was appreciative that somebody in this town had a concern for them, and they was more than willing to sign the petition. If you pass it, it wouldn't take effect until 2 years after it is passed. That will allow the town to look at situation, calculate how much would be available and what it would cost the town. I look at the fact that this petition can be worked, whereas that the veterans that are disabled, that receive funding for their disability from the state with regards to their real estate property tax, that could be calculated into waiving the taxes after that. I think there's various means of working with this and helping our veterans and also helping our seniors with regard, because there are certain situations once you reach a senior category, the state give you a little rebate on your real estate taxes. It is for this reason that I come to you today and ask you, help our seniors and our veterans. We owe that to them. We always are thankful for all that they do or they have done for our community and for our country as a nation. This is not a whole lot to ask for. It is something that gives them a little bit of a better opportunity to have a little better of a life, instead of worrying about do they skip paying for the prescription or the phone bill or what have you, that they would have a little bit of income that they can enjoy their longevity in life. And you can be a major part of helping our seniors to be able to enjoy that portion of life that we as individuals look forward to being able to retire one day. And I hope that there will be those that are around that will help you when you become a senior. So I think this is a golden opportunity, and I come to you as taxpayers and as voters, and I ask you to help me with this petition to get passed to help our seniors. I am always working and doing what I can for the town of Littleton and the seniors and all our citizens here in the town of Littleton. I make a great effort in trying to get funding here to help reduce the cost of projects. I don't mind writing to the president or whoever it may be and asking for money to help Littleton with projects, to include the governor. I sent the governor a letter, and I'll be sending him another one, because I believe that this is a golden opportunity for Littleton to help our seniors with their real estate taxes. Well, I would like to let you also know that I was just notified that the town fall meeting is a special town meeting, and that requires a citizen petition with a number of 200 signatures. And I do not have that number, and I do not have the time to collect the signature up to that number. Therefore, it will go before the annual town meeting come this spring, which will be 2023, the May town meeting, April May town meeting, and it will come before the regular annual town meeting. So I would appreciate you considering that at that time. And maybe I will do an update as we get closer to the spring time and let you know if there's been any changes at that time. So I want to thank you very much for the opportunity again to speak to you. And once again, thank you to the citizens and the taxpayers and voters of the town of Littleton.